Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Fibre Friends podcast. I'm Louise from Wildflower Wool.
Hi, everybody. Welcome. I'm Cheryl from My Needle Crafts.
So, Cheryl, Around Your Neck challenge is still going on.
Yep, it is all month long.
So, I think we are all really anxious to see what's going on with your cowl.
Really, you want to see it like you just want to jump right into it, right?
I do, because okay, wait. Before we do that, we should talk about, so if anybody's new here and they're like, well, what is the Around Your Neck challenge? We should tell people that the Fibre Friends podcast is a monthly challenge every month and a different topic. It goes from the whole month, the first of the month, till the 30th or 31st. And then we draw 3 winners at the end from our Ravelry thread. So this month, Around Your Neck, or anything cowl, scarf, shawl, and necklace. We talked about a necklace too. I don't know if anybody's done any jewelry. I don't think, I looked at the Ravelry thread and I didn't see any, but that would be a good option as we're getting down towards the end of the month. Mm-hmm. So the last couple of weeks, we've been talking about your cowl and you've been debating what you should do for the pattern. You've had your yarn. You're like, how should I do the cables? People were giving you all kinds of ideas.
Because I've been doing more thinking than actually knitting.
So what did you come up with? But I think when we finished up last week's podcast, we had kind of talked it through that you knew what you were going to do.
Mostly, yeah.
Okay.
So do you actually think I started it?
Well,
I did.
You did. Yay.
I started. I actually got quite a ways done. So
that's exciting. Oh, look at it.
It looks like a hat, just big. So I am basing this from there's not even a picture. Oh yeah, there is a little one here. From a hat. Can't really see it, of course, because it's black and white and terrible picture. This is bad because the pattern, I never printed the front piece. And it doesn't even have the name on it.
Oh, well, really? Why do you need to save paper and ink and everything, right?
I know.
You just need it's
the Langley hat, which is by Mrs. Brown's Bags, Jody Brown Designs on Ravelry. And I knit the hat 3 years ago. Probably. Yeah, I would say three or 4 years ago. I knit the pattern or knit the hat, and I knit it in. This is the leftover from my hat right here. So this is Nutkin by the Loving Path Fiber Arts. Our friend Debbie, who's local to us, and we all just love her yarn. And Nutkin is like my favorite colorway. I made my hat and then I bought more to do something around my neck to go with it. So it worked out perfect. Can you see like the pops of blue in here? The browns.
See, the browns makes me think of butterscotch ice cream.
Oh, I know. Till you get these pops of blue.
Yeah, you don't want that on your ice cream.
No.
Yeah.
And there's little bits of orange. And I think there might actually be the tiniest little specks of pink. I don't know if those are just breakaway specks from the dye or what, but I love this color.
It is pretty.
Even my daughter loves it because we went to her open house in the winter and she picked out a skein of Nutkin too to make her a hat for her. So anyway.
Nice.
What I decided was I would do this same pattern from the hat and just repeat it for a cowl. And I had debated about doing the cables all the way around, and I decided, no, I'm just going to do them in the front. Yeah. So and I just added on, I think 10 stitches. The hat's in 3 sizes. And without giving too much away about it, 99 stitches, 109 stitches, and 119 stitches to start. So I just added 10 more from the largest size and went to 129. And I think it's going to be nice.
It looks good. Have you tried to
I don't
try
know
it on? Did you put your stitches on an extra large cable or waist yarn or anything, or no?
Nope. Nope. I'm going to knit till, I think it says 2 repeats of the pattern for, 3 repeats of the pattern for the hat. But I don't know that I'll go that tall. Maybe I will. Right now I'm just ending, I just ended the second repeat because this is 1 repeat.
Okay. Yeah, because your cables are off. Like you've got a twist down here.
This one twists and this one doesn't.
Right.
So these twist, then this one, then this, and this one. So I think I'll repeat the pattern one more time, like in the pattern. Yeah, do the repeat one more time, like it is in the pattern. And then I'll just do, and we were talking about the rib and I thought it was like a 4 by something. Well, it is at the bottom, but this is just 1 by 1 rib. And I'll just repeat this rib again at the top. And call it a day.
Well, look at that. Yep.
And I think it's loosey enough that it's gonna kind of sit nice in my coat.
I think it'll be great.
Me too. I know, it's really exciting, right?
Well, it was all that debating. Do you do the stitches? So do you do the stitches horizontal? Did you do them all the way around? And yeah, it was just overthinking it way too much, right?
Well, there were so many options, right?
Yeah. And then it gets too confusing because they all would have been great. But that looks wonderful too.
My cute little coffee cup.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah. So I really like it.
That's
I worked on that last weekend. I think, well, because we podcasted a day early last week, and I think I might have got started on it either the night we podcast or the next day. I think.
Okay.
And then I worked on it for a couple of nights. So,
well, it looks great.
Yeah, thanks. I like it.
My projects are going slow.
Well, that's because you've been doing crazy sock knitting.
Yes, I have.
And it's not even, I don't even think it's madness. I think it's full insanity. It should be sock insanity.
It is so much fun. Okay, yeah, before I talk about socks, I'll just quickly show you because I feel that I just messed this up is what I think.
Uh-oh. Are you brioching while you're talking again?
Yeah.
Louise.
I know that doesn't always work so well. I messed it up, I think, last week when we were, but I last week when we were podcasting, I was doing the 2 color and I kept messing that up. So I went back to the 1 color and I think I'm good. No, I think I'm good. Just wait, yarn forward, slip. Yeah, I'm good. Okay. So this
don't ask me because I haven't even tried it.
I know you have an aversion to brioche. You're shaking your head. You need to
too much thinking.
Well, you do have to think. I will say that for sure. But I love 1 color brioche. This is relatively
pretty.
Easy. It is pretty easy. It is kind of mindless. This is my mindless knitting. So you have to pay attention just a smidge. But it's gotten a little bit bigger. I did a few rows on it last night, and that's about it. But what can you do? I am keeping it though in my gorgeous bag.
Woo woo.
I know. It looks so pretty. So it's not going to get much more done on it now because sock, the new sock pattern was released today for Sock Madness. So you want to see the socks? This is the socks that I knit. Did I have much done on them last week when we podcasted? I don't think so. I think I maybe had the cuff and a little bit done.
Yeah, because you had to pull it out.
Yes, I pulled it out. Yeah, I pulled it out and then, yeah, I had a little bit done.
Those are amazingly gorgeous.
So that is the qualifying round sock pattern, and I can't pronounce the name of it, but I'll put a link down below. It means, I think it means German angel, something angel, but it is a beautiful pattern.
They are stunning. And those two colors, like,
I know
I can't even get over it, because the navy being a solid color, you wouldn't even know you had a solid color in there. It just looks all so,
it just blends.
yeah, I just love it.
And that's the back, the sole. And I like the heel flap was done in a different color.
Yeah, they're stunning.
Yeah. So all the patterns will be available mid-June to purchase once Sock Madness is over. So if you'd like
I will not be purchasing that sock pattern.
Okay, everybody ignore Cheryl. She's a party pooper. This was a really, really, really fun pattern to do. And if you like cables and you like a little bit of a challenge.
Oh, I would love to have them, but I know myself and I would not sit and the amount of attention it takes to do them
was a lot.
Yeah, I don't know that I could.
I
don't have the discipline for it.
Well, there you go. I mean, then you don't, because this was definitely a pattern. If you did not enjoy it, you would not enjoy persevering it right through to the end. You had to like it for sure. So that's what my balls were. So that was Canyon Colors. They're both Patton's Croy. Because that's what
you have left.
That's what this is ball one. This is the only ball I used of the navy, of the contrast color, and there's still a little bit left.
Oh, okay.
This is I did use 2 balls. I didn't use a full ball of the main color, Canyon Colors. I just grabbed a new ball for the second sock because I wasn't gonna worry about joining yarn and whatever.
So would you say they took more than 100 grams for the pair?
Yes.
A little bit, maybe.
Yeah. I would say so. I could weigh them and see, but yes, because I did, yeah. I would say that. Which was fine, because I picked yarn that I knew I had multiple balls of, because I didn't want to run out. So
yeah, they are stunning, Louise.
They are.
They really are.
I don't even know if I will wear them. I just keep thinking I'm just going to hang the sock blockers up and admire them till the end of time.
You don't want to wear them?
I don't know. Well, every time I put them on, I had to put them on to take pictures, and they feel so nice and warm, and they look so pretty. So I might wear them. I might.
I would totally wear them. I would like rock those with your Birkenstock so everybody can see how gorgeous they are.
Well, maybe I should do that. Maybe
you should wear them when we go away in May to the Fibre show.
Could do that. All right, maybe I will wear them. I could, because you know what? I could always reknit them at a much slower pace the next time, I tell you.
Sure, you could.
I learned my lesson. If you were going to do Sock Madness, don't get in relax mode just because I have 2 weeks to do this pair. Don't do that. Because I was down to the wire getting them done and submitted.
Yeah.
Do not know why I do that to myself every single time, but not this time. Not this time. I'm going to get on these ones today. The pattern came out this morning. I read through the pattern. I read through the Ravelry thread, through the comments. People had questions. So I picked again Patton's Croy. And this is one of their newer colorways. Blah, 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 blah. That's a tongue twister. The seashells colors.
Seashells by the seashore.
Yeah. So I like this because it's very neutral, but there's different shades in there. Kind of a gray, like a grape and then like a baby color, and it almost has hints of blue in there. So I went through, oh my goodness, I went through my bead stash. I found beads last night that I didn't know I had. Oh my God. I don't know
That's a
why.
shocker.
I know. I don't know why I'm shocked, but I had a lot more. I couldn't, it was bad. It was bad in the fact I was like, oh my gosh, Louise, why do I have so many beads? But it worked out really well because then I didn't have to make an extra trip to Michael's.
Cool.
So there's this kind of bright blue.
Oh, that's cool. That'll go
Yeah.
really good with that yarn because it's got little kind of hints of blue, doesn't it?
It does. I don't know if it's showing up in the screen. So anyways, so there's the beads. I grabbed, you probably can't even see these, but I thought, well, I would try lighter colored beads. Oh yeah, you can just see they were really pale
Oh
blue.
yeah.
But I think I'm going to go for the brighter ones. Something that really stands out. So I'm going to cast these on later today.
So are those on the top of the foot then?
Yeah, they are.
Wow. I don't think that'd be very comfortable in a pair of shoes.
Well, it's just no. Sorry, not the foot part, but around the ankle.
Oh, okay, on the cuff, like the leg.
The leg.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good.
Yes, the top part, top part of the sock, not the top part of the foot. So I had 4 balls of this yarn, and I had bought it to do a shawl. I was thinking I was going to do a wrap or I don't know, something with it. But I guess not. It's now going to be socks. So if I want to do a shawl with this, I will have to go back and buy more yarn.
That's true.
So it's been nice to have some of this yarn in my stash that I could just go and grab from upstairs and not have to make a run to the store.
He's not barking, but now he's just gonna whine. Oh, now he's down here at me, right at my leg. Mom,
I'm gonna snuggle with you now.
Oh gosh, no snuggling. It'll be crying.
Oh,
I'm pathetic.
So anyways, yeah, so I am so excited for Sock Madness. I have used Ravelry more in the last few days than I have in the last number of years, all combined. I have been on Ravelry like every hour, either looking to see if the pattern's out. We've been put into teams now, so a team, everybody's chatting. It's just a lot of fun. The community is great. The patterns, I mean, this is only pattern number 2, but they're fun, they're different.
So can you show a picture of what they are?
I think I can show, I don't know if I have a picture. If I can put a picture in, I'll put a picture in. We can't put anything showing any of the charts or any of the pattern, but if I have it
for sure,
I'll put it in there.
A pattern of the finished pair that we just.
So
I'm curious. I don't want to do it, but I'm really curious because it sounds like these patterns for Sock Madness are all kind of really pushing your skill level.
They are. They're all
like challenging.
This one, yeah, I don't want to say this one isn't as maybe, I think it won't be as much pattern reading as the first pair was. So I'm hoping that makes them go a little bit quicker. But it has got lots of really fun detail and then some beads added in there.
Cool.
So you can follow along on Instagram using the hashtag SockMadness16 because it's the 16th year it's been going on. I mean, there's a couple different hashtags, or there's one that's just Sock Madness. And I think there's one Sock Madness 2022. And then you see people's in progress pictures and colors. And so this will be fun to see their color plus their bead choice.
Yeah, I'll have to go check that out. So I've never actually knit. Have I? I think I started a shawl that had beads, but I put them on as I went. They were put around the stitch. You know what I mean?
Like using a crochet hook or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I saw that you had yours on, you had fed them on first. So does the pattern tell you how many you're going to need so that you know how many to put on, or?
It does, but that's the one thing I'm going to go check, because I think you can just use a crochet hook. I don't think it really specified how to put them on.
Oh, okay.
So I'm not sure if you can thread them on or use, typically I'd like the crochet hook better because I like how the bead sits on your stitch.
Yeah, because it's around the legs of the stitch, right?
Because I find, oh, you probably can't even tell. I mean, I just did one row on this last night. So I just wanted to see what the color looked like. But yeah, this one, yeah, it's just the ones that's kind of wonky, but they were knit in.
So is this a swatch that you're doing here?
Kind of.
Or is that the actual part of the sock?
No, this is a swatch. This is just a playing.
Okay.
I just wanted to see what the beads looked like on the yarn, because sometimes it's hard to tell, right? Like holding.
Oh.
Yeah. So this is just me playing around.
Okay.
I wanted to see what color of beads I wanted. It's a lot like picking your colors for a project. Sometimes you hold the two, like 3 balls together and you think, oh, all these colors look nice together. And then when you actually knit them, you're like, oh no, they blend too much. They look good in the ball. And it's the same with beads. You think, oh, this will look really good. But then they blend too much, or yeah. You don't know.
I didn't even realize that wasn't your start when you held it up before.
No, this is just a little practice. But it's gonna be fun. I haven't knit with beads in a while, and it's funny that, well, here, listen to this. I'll tell you my little story. So our guild does a monthly project, and this month was supposed to have been baubles. I don't know if we picked baubles or I picked baubles. I'm thinking maybe it was I picked, because when the first meeting of March came around, everybody's like, what? We have to do baubles. Who wants to do baubles? I don't want to do baubles. And so then everybody bailed on me and they didn't want to do baubles. So they were on, like, right at the spur of the moment, we were like, okay, well, what are we going to do? You guys are all like wimping out on me here and didn't want to do baubles. So we decided bead knitting. So I was like, okay, what am I going to bead knit? And I hadn't really started my project. I have a dishcloth on the go. And I thought, okay, I'll just put beads across the top or something on my dishcloth and just, I don't know, say I got beads on it, right? Well, then when the sock specifications came out yesterday, I'm like, oh, good. Now this sock can be my guild project as well. It has beads on it. So the fact that I've waited for 17 days to start my guild project has worked in my favor this time.
You're all set.
My socks can be both. But I'm not so sure a whole lot of people in guild are doing beads either. I don't know. Maybe these socks will inspire them.
Maybe.
I know there was a couple people started beads. They were doing scarves, and I don't know if it was the yarn or the pattern or what, but they've both, one person, she is like totally quit. She's like, yep, no, done with this. The other person is persevering with it, but hating it. So.
I had started a shawl for a friend a couple of years ago, and I decided it had these little snowflakes in spots, like just randomly all over it. And I had decided I would put beads in the center of the snowflake, or whatever it was, little flower, whatever, little knitted lacy sort of pattern. And I wasn't the beads that I was not enjoying. It was actually, I just didn't like the pattern.
Okay.
Too much reading. That was the problem. Too much trying to keep track of where the heck I was.
Yeah. Well, then you just need to revisit, pick a different pattern. And
I know myself very well.
Well, and that's an okay thing, right? I mean, if you know that about yourself, then you just pick your patterns accordingly. I mean, not everybody likes the same things. So,
well, exactly. For sure.
And I have to say, I'm probably not a huge bead knitter. I mean, by the amount of beads that I have, you would think it is my favorite thing to do. But I'm not huge having beads on stuff, mostly because I don't like the feel of them, right? I had done some cowls that had beads and they look gorgeous, but when you wear them,
The beads are cold.
yeah, and I don't like that. I like to feel the softness and the squishiness of the yarn. So I think if I was to do beads on something, it would be more of an accent, you know, just the bottom of the shawl, you know, the last couple of rows or the cast off edge or the point, just as a little decorative detail. I wouldn't want the whole thing beaded.
Yeah.
And I like these socks because it is just a little bit around the cuff, just to add a nice little detail. I saw a picture of socks they did last year for Sock Madness, and man, that whole leg was heavy with beads. I don't even know how it would stay up. There would be so much extra weight on there. I mean, like technically, as for knitting, it would have been interesting and fun. And aesthetically looking at it, it looked super cool, but the practicality of it, I don't know. But anyways, I think it's, I mean, I knit more of it just for knitting it as opposed to wearing it anyways. So
yeah, I can't say that beads on socks to me would be very.
well, wait till you see these ones. These ones are really pretty and they're cute.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm sure they're pretty, but for functionality, I don't.
Yeah. These beads, I don't think don't affect the functionality or the wearability of the sock because there's not very many of them. Just adds a little sparkle.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see them. You
I
guys
know,
probably
right?
have seen them already before I do. Oh no, I'll look when we're done.
Yeah, there'll be pictures. I'll post pictures on Instagram as I knit this time, I think, because I'm going to have a little bit more relaxed knit. I'm hoping this time, not quite so rushed. So I will be able to have time to be on social media a little bit. I mean, these last socks that I did, I was so down to the wire that everything but knitting was optional. I mean, I like this morning, like early, I think like 3 o'clock in the morning, I woke up and I was scrolling through the Fibre Friends Friday Night Knit In Facebook group because I had not been on there in 3, 4, 5 days probably because I just had no time for scrolling. If I had 15 minutes, that was a round of the sock. And
wow.
Yeah. So it was pretty intense, but I loved it.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm starting to get some more ideas for something else once, because I don't think this cowl is going to take me very long. I could probably finish this up in a couple of evenings and then I have to cast something new on. So
do you know what it's going to be?
I have a couple ideas because, you know, I often buy yarn for a project and a pattern that I want to do. And 2 years later, it'd be like, oh, I want to knit. I forgot all about that. So I'm not going to tell you, I'm going to surprise you next week if I get at it. But
so
yeah, there's a shawl that I wanted to make, and it's a rather large shawl. Well, so I might have to revisit that because I have yarn for it.
You've got yarn for it. Oh my gosh, the suspense is going to drive me crazy. So was this something you've talked about before? Have you shown us the yarn? You've had it for a while?
Nope. I've never showed you. I know I have it. I can't remember what color it is either off the top of my head. I think it's blue.
Okay. Well, all right. Okay, now I'm excited. And the anticipation.
Yeah, next week.
Well,
see, next week might have something new on the needles.
Okay. Okay, I'm excited. I'm going to make note of that. But I'm thinking you have another surprise that maybe you're going to show us today. Is everybody else just sitting on the edge of the seat? Do you have
Are
it
they
there?
all waiting and waiting and
Like
waiting and waiting?
if there was a drum roll, there is, I can't find. Oh my! Is it done? You've got a collar on it. Oh, there's no front band. Oh, is what? Oh my gosh, Cheryl.
I've not done the front band yet. Sorry for my big in your face boob shot.
Oh my gosh, look at it. Look at it. Oh, Cheryl, that's gorgeous. Oh, that's fantastic.
So you can't see on here, but it comes down just to the bottom of my bum. And actually the band is like just the exact right size to fit around my hips with, you know, maybe an extra inch or two of ease.
Oh.
So yeah, I just need to
perfect.
Crochet down my edge. Oh, I got one end. It'll be gone when I crochet my edge. I must have missed that one. Anyway, crochet down my edge, and then I got to measure and order a zipper for it.
Oh, that's going to be wonderful. And what perfect timing, because that collar looks gorgeous. Oh, Cheryl, what a good job. Yeah, so I was going to say, what perfect timing, because spring is slowly arriving here. That'll be perfect. You can ditch your winter coat and just wear that.
This is kind of warm. I'm thinking this is more of a fall.
No. You have to wear
it more of a fall.
Okay, well, what about end of winter?
It is, well, it's really warm. It is really warm.
Oh my God. Well, it's going to be great. But maybe early spring when you go camping or fishing.
Maybe.
I just really think you need to wear it.
So I don't know that I love the construction. The collar was, you pick up here. There were 3 stitches left on a holder.
Yeah.
And you pick up and you knit and then you meet in the middle. And then it said to use a 3 needle bind off, but.
Oh, so maybe if you held it if you did it backward with 3 needle bind.
Yeah, well, I did it the way they said to.
Oh, really?
And because it's. Like I could have just Kitchener stitched it. I was worried that you'd end up with a row of like a weird knit row, which you do anyway. So,
well, there is a Kitchener stitch just for garter stitch.
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
So
that if you want, you might want to try that, and it should be.
I'm not taking it apart now.
Okay, then. I mean,
it is done.
It's done. Yeah.
I think I got a little end poking through there somewhere. Oh yeah, it's an end. I got an end poking through.
That's all right. Just
look at it.
Poke it back through. Oh, Cheryl, looks wonderful. The knot moose sweater is pretty much, I mean, it's done because it's wearable. You don't have to have a zipper in there.
Yeah. I got a few ends that sort of come through when I was burying my ends. I got to fix, but
yeah, just pull them back through.
I use mattress stitch to seam it all up.
Yeah, that's how I always do too.
Yeah. Other than the collar, because I used a whip stitch to attach the collar.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm pleased with it. It's definitely warm. But this is going to be nice for some fall camping. Sitting around the campfire.
Oh yeah, it just looks so cozy, and you're right. I mean, it does with the bulky yarn and everything. It does have that fallish feel to it more than a
and the colors.
Yeah.
The sleeves are big.
Well,
but
you.
I think
if you're wearing it in the fall, you may have something else on underneath,
yeah.
it, right?
And I think too, the age of this pattern, like when it had come out, that was probably more the style than was the wider
Not as
sleeves, not like now where everything's skinny sleeves, but
I mean, it doesn't look too big. Like when you have it on, it doesn't like stand out. I mean, it looks fine.
Doesn't look humongous.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. It looks great.
Yeah, I like it.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, so oh my gosh, you're like finishing up your cowl is almost done. The sweater's done except for the zipper. You're gonna need all new projects.
I know, that's why I said new cast on.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta lose this.
Okay. Okay, well done. Well done.
Yay! It's an almost FO.
Almost. Well, so I went away last weekend, so that's why we recorded earlier last week. And I went up north, and it is still winter there. It snowed every day while I was up there. And there was like huge high snowbanks along the road. Definitely like winter. You could snowmobile, you could ski, you could do anything. It was cold. It was going from like one world to another from down here because it was fairly warm, spring-like, but definitely not up there. So I was able to wear all my knitted stuff, my hats. I mean, when you went out, you had to have winter boots on. You had to have hat, mitts, and scarf on. It was cold, but it was kind of nice. I wore my sweater that's here. I wore this and I took some pictures that I have not posted yet. I should do that this weekend.
I love that sweater.
And yeah, me too. I've been wearing it quite a bit. I do like it. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this has been a really busy knitting week, but it has been so much fun. And I cannot wait for these next socks to get on the needles. Hopefully I have them finished. I want to have them finished when we podcast again next week. So we will see. Or very, very, very close.
Nice.
So we'll see how it goes. And
Oops, sorry,
as far as my around the neck stuff goes.
Yeah, I didn't hardly do anything on my socks this week. I was too busy doing other things.
Well, yeah, your sweater and your cowl. That's amazing.
I did some stitching too.
Did you? You must be super close to that being finished too.
Oh, I so want it to be done.
Are you just like over it now?
Yeah.
Oh, but look, okay, you just have to fill in the.
Yeah, I got this section here of the light blue and a little wee bit here and a couple of rows down in here.
Okay.
And then I just have the center to do. And then it'll be done.
Have you figured out what your next stitching project's going to be?
Not yet.
You're going to have all these new starts knitting and stitching. Fun.
Yet.
Fun. What about sewing?
Nothing new.
Nothing new?
No, busy filling orders this week. And yeah, I do have a new toy though that I finally got out of the box.
All right.
My new cutting machine.
Okay, yeah. So what is it?
I don't know if I could show it or not. If this doesn't work, you can cut it out.
Yeah. There it is.
Everybody gets to see all my junk.
Not junk, it's your studio space.
Yeah. So this is a Brother Scan and Cut DX. So this is a cutting machine. And it will cut fabric and paper. So my my plan for it is to do, here's my beautiful sewing machine. My plan is to, sorry, I didn't make anybody nauseous. I want to be able to cut out like applique and stuff. So is the main reason I bought it. But you can cut all kinds of fun paper things. I cut out, this was the little project they send with you. I bought this thing back in August and just got it out of the box.
I know. I've been waiting.
It comes with a paper. They send you some cardstock and a little project to do to learn how to do it. So it's this little box.
Yes.
And then I cut out some little snowflakes with the scraps.
So
leftover, and some little tags.
was it really fun to play with?
You can cut out so much stuff. Anybody who has a Cricut machine or anything like that, you can cut out vinyl.
So it's basically the same as a Cricut, because I don't know too much about that. I just know people are always talking about Cricuts and
yeah, very similar.
So it is very similar to the Cricut. So whatever you can do on a Cricut, you can do on this.
Yes.
Does this do more than a Cricut?
Yes, this does more. So you can scan things with this as well. So you can scan them and then cut them instead of having to use a digital file. But yeah,
is it hard, like for people like me who are so technically challenged, would I be able to figure it out, or do you need to know?
So far, it doesn't seem to be too difficult.
Okay.
But I haven't cut any fabric yet, and I haven't scanned in my own design, but that's going to happen this weekend. I'm excited.
Okay. All right. So that's something else to look forward to.
That's right.
That is funny.
So.
Okay, good. Well, I think that's about all we have to chat about today.
So many distractions. That's okay. We're real people and we have real lives, and
that's right.
That's the way it goes.
That's right. Eric decided to come for a visit. So I think that signals that we are done talking about knitting right now. Okay, everybody, thanks for watching, and we will talk to you next week.
Have a great week, everybody.
Happy knitting. Keep working on those round your neck projects and post them in the Facebook group and add them to the Ravelry thread. We will chat to you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, Cheryl.